Hello, dear friends. This is Sofia Durinskaya with you. I am a psychiatrist and the head of the Center for Medical Information. Today, I want to talk to you about the topic of taking immunostimulants. These substances are sold in pharmacies without a prescription, and somehow it just happened. People believe that if a substance is sold without a prescription, then it's a safe substance. You can buy it, take it, give it to children, and everything will be fine, wonderful, and great. You don't have to go to the doctor and can treat yourself at home. Today, I'm going to tell you a story that happened a few years ago. It's very interesting. When he came to his friend, the pathologist, he saw a very beautiful young woman on the dissection table. He asked, what is the diagnosis? And the pathologist said that the diagnosis for this woman was systemic lupus erythematosus. Here's the story. This is a young woman who was 27 years old. She was very successful in business, but naturally, she worked a lot. And she felt like her immunity was getting weaker. She had less energy, she started to get tired, and she always wanted to lie down. She started to have some flu-like symptoms, and she realized that she needed to boost her immunity. She went to the pharmacy and bought an over-the-counter immune stimulant. 3 months later, this girl went to the doctor with a pink butterfly-shaped rash on her face. A pink butterfly is a symptom of systemic lupus erythematosus. And a year later, this girl died. Her kidneys failed, and in general, the outcome was tragic. What happened? And what happened was that this girl, without knowing it, she stimulated her immune system with immunostimulants. And that immune system started destroying her own body's cells. And the consequences of taking immunostimulants like that without a doctor's decision, without a truly justified reason for taking such substances. Long-term use. These are not just vitamins, these are serious medications. The consequences can be fatal. That means no one will be able to stop this collapse of the immune system anymore. When the immune system goes out of control, and when the body's own tissues start to be destroyed. And the stronger the immune system was, and the more, so to speak, it was treated incorrectly, the more powerfully it turns its strength against the person, and the person can die. What do I want to tell you, my dear viewers? Pharmacies exist for doctors. You can't, if you're not a doctor, even if the medicine is sold without a prescription, you can't just take medicine and use it. When you feel that something is wrong, my friends, the only substance you can safely use on yourself and your children is in situations when you feel that your immunity is really weak, when you have no strength, when you feel that your wounds are healing slowly, when you notice that your face has become pale. It's that kind of shade, a tired look, you could say. When you feel you have no strength left, and you feel like you need to stimulate something just a little bit, just give yourself a little boost. So, the solution here is not the immunostimulants that are sold in pharmacies, but vitamin C, because vitamin C is the vitamin that gets used up. Vitamin. When a person is sick, and when a person experiences various kinds of stress, whether it's psycho-emotional stress, stress related to the weather, heat or cold, or stress related to work situations. This includes working in hot workshops, being a pilot, being a miner, Basically, any exhausting work, if you work on a rotational basis somewhere, or even intense intellectual work when you have to make some brilliant decisions at your job. All these types of stress involve the adrenal system, adrenaline regulation, and in all of these situations, vitamin C is used up, and there really will be consequences. Apathy, lethargy, bad mood, the desire to just lie down, slower healing of wounds and cuts. These are all signs of vitamin C deficiency. I want to quote Lepskik for you again. What did they say about this? Subtitles. If, as we have seen, infections lead to a depletion of vitamin C in the body, then on the other hand, a state of hypovitaminosis causes a decrease in immunity. We end up with a vicious cycle. That is, infections lead to a depletion of vitamin C, and the depletion of vitamin C itself again causes a decrease in immunity. An infusion solution. Yes, made with rose hips, as described here by Lepskik. And I also want to read you a quote from the Vitamin Reference Book by the authors Shilov and Yakovlev. This is my recent addition to the library. Their quote is in the vitamin C section, page 67. It is known that the entry of a pathogen into the body does not always lead to the development of disease. According to modern understanding, the infectious process is a reaction of interaction between the macroorganism and the microorganism. The development of the infectious process directly depends on the body's ability to successfully respond with its defense mechanisms. That is, how well your body resists an external attack by a microorganism depends on your body's ability to defend itself. Further, a quote, "A practicing physician should keep in mind that the state of vitamin C balance has a significant impact on the body's natural resistance to infection." So, dear doctors, if you have infectious patients in your practice or department, patients with any form of inflammatory diseases, flu patients, or even measles, then vitamin C must definitely be included in the treatment plans for your patients. Because if you don't include this vitamin in their regimen, they will leave you with vitamin C deficiency. They will continue to be sick, and this illness cannot be stopped because the cause is a lack of vitamin C. My friends, I hope this message will help you. And please, when you go to the pharmacy, be very careful with what you buy without a doctor's prescription. Thank you. And the most important thing is what you give to yourself and your children. And please, immunostimulants are the kind of medications that should only be used as part of a treatment plan prescribed by a specific doctor who monitors it and knows what they are doing. And these are definitely not substances that people can just buy at the pharmacy and take simply because they are sold over the counter. I hope I was helpful to you. This was Sofia Dornskaya with you. All the best. Goodbye.